right, Bob. Next day, here's what's going on. We tear the car apart, assess the damage, and it's pretty bad. It's close to 3 inches shifted to the left.
Yeah.
Left and down. So, do you think I'm going to fix it, or do you think I just threw it back together and raced it?
Well, for the time I've known you, you'd like to take shortcuts.
I like to take shortcuts?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you were to fix it between your work and your kids' personal stuff, like sports and school,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have much time to fix it.
Yeah.
But since you take shortcuts, you might as well probably just, like, at least throw some few pop ribbons in there and just race it.
Yeah.
And scale it.
Well, at that time, the car was about 45 minutes away from home. So, working those hours, baseball, softball, I didn't have a lot of time going over there. So, we decided we're just going to put a different shock mount on it and race it and just try to get through the rest of the season and just hope it's not horrible.
Yep.
Because the car just started getting faster. We finally made it to like the B feature instead of the C feature. And yeah, we threw some pop rivets. We didn't even replace the panels. We just put the panels back on, pop rivets, duct tape, and we went.
We just used a sledgehammer and wood to fix it.
Yep. So let's watch that race and see how we qualify and how we end up doing.
Yep.
All right, Bob, here we are. August 22nd, 2020. 1 week after I destroyed the rear clip. We decided to put it back together, take it to the track, and just hope for the best.
We always hope for the best every week.
Well, I can tell you this. The week that we ripped the clip off of it, we qualified a 13.44, which is not really good, but it's not horrible. I know we were really excited because we had finally started to find some speed in the car, and then I ripped the clip off. So, you could probably imagine how we felt that night when we went out there and qualified, and it was a 13.2. And I saw my number on the scoreboard during qualifying, which I have never seen unless I was the first car out there. And we know I've never been the first car out there because I hate being the first car out there.
You're like the last one.
Yep. I don't like practicing. I don't like hot lapping, any of that. Nope. So let's watch this video and see how we actually do the first time ever that we make the fastest heat race.
Probably the only time ever.
No, ain't the only time. You're impatient, Bob.
I am.
All right.
Starting third.
Yep. Inside row 2.
Fastest heat.
Not only am I scared to death, the car does not like the inside. Anytime it's on the inside, it gets super tight. We just got the car to go on the outside and actually handle. The week before, obviously, I went a little too high, but the week before that, we actually won a feature on the outside passing.
If I did not know you guys and we did this and this happened, 2 reasons. I would think someone else is driving your car or you just cheated.
No, we weren't cheating.
Go!
That car is one bumper tag away from falling apart, I can tell you that.
One popper of it.
This was the first week that car became known as the middle buried meth head. So it's the clock, Bob.
Music's better than you racing. We could get copyrighted.
Probably.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
But look. Moved up to second place.
Because the 10 car holds everyone back.
10 cars not even in this race.
Yeah, he is. Oh, that's 11. My bad. You better go.
Now look. I get put on the outside and watch. It loves being on the outside. Middle of the straightaway, it takes off. Not bad, huh?
Racing.
Sick with die racing?
Yup.
Hey, We went from having no rear clip to finishing second in the fast heat without fixing the car.
It's just a heat race.
Not the point.
It's just a heat race. That's my point.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the 2020 season. I mean, here it is, 2023. I need to get these videos posted quicker. The video you just watched was the heat race. We recorded that probably 3 weeks ago. It was one of the very first videos we did, and after we recorded it, realized, I mean, it makes no sense starting towards the end of the season. Let's do a recap of the whole season. I just figured I'd add this to it once we got there. And the last week has just been chaos. I've been trying to get the car ready for opening night, which was actually last night. I'm sure if you follow our page, you already saw the highlights from that night. We'll talk about that later. But going back to what you just watched, that was the heat race for the first night back after wrecking the car. It was our first day featured night, which I'm about to recap here. Looking at this, you can see we turned a 13.219, about 0.2 faster than we had been the whole year. Coming off the wreck that we had a week before, doing nothing to the car but putting the body back on it. Car looked like crap, but it turned. I mean, so after the heat, feature time, we roll out outside row 4, I believe is where we started. We didn't really drop, didn't really gain. We were just kind of holding our own, and all of a sudden, chaos erupted. You can see right here in the clip. I felt like the outside row wasn't going anywhere. We weren't dropping, we just weren't going anywhere. So I waited for an opening on the inside, and I saw the opening, I took it. And a lap or two later is when this happened, as you're seeing right here. And I thought we were done. Yeah, that was nasty. Going in the corner, I just saw a car spinning, so I tried spinning mine around, and the other car had nowhere to go. That's the damage afterwards, and we were able to finish. I mean, pulled down, they checked everything. There's hardly anything left of the body to even be rubbing on the tires, but we were able to finish. I don't remember exactly where we finished. I know it was towards the back. I would say probably 7th, 8th place, and maybe 8 or 9 cars finished. It wasn't very good. The car was really loose after that. So we brought it home and decided there's one more night, championship night. Let's just put the body back on, and it looked horrible. I mean, we had duct tape hanging off. It was ugly. So we took it back the following week, and didn't really know what to expect because besides cosmetic stuff, we did nothing to it. Just made sure that the rear end was square. That was it. We did nothing else. And went out there, and as you can see right here, qualified a 13.15. So the car was even faster than it was the week before, after getting the rear clip wrecked, and then in that feature, having that other car fly in the air and land on us. I mean, a 13.15. At the beginning of that year, we started with a 13.8, I believe it was, and we hovered around that for a couple of weeks until I finally started to get comfortable with the track and actually drove the track. And what's funny is, during that session when I was out there, I did 1 or 2 warm-up laps, and once I started to actually go, my crew, they're clapping and waving me down, basically waving me off the track. And so as I'm pulling off, I knew it was a decent lap. I mean, you could tell when you lay a good lap. I see the one guy holding his, one finger up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I just set quick time. And got to the pit, and they come run up, said, you turned to 1, you turned to 1. Okay, what's that mean? They're like, you're third quick. I'm like, why'd you guys pull me off? I mean, I felt the car had a little bit more in it. I don't know if I would have been able to get to the 13.05 that you see up here, but I think I would have got close. I really do. The car felt really good. But you know what? It was just qualifying. Who cares? From where we started beginning of that year to then, I was happy. I mean, why wouldn't you be third quick? I mean, that's awesome. Especially when you have a car that is just absolutely beat to death. So moving on, heat race started to back, pretty much finished there. I mean, you're talking 8 of the fastest street stocks there, going 8 laps. I mean, you're not going anywhere. It's pretty much just follow the person in front of you. Feature time rolls around, moved up a little bit, not very much. I mean, you might have gained 1 or 2 positions. I noticed some didn't feel right in the brakes. I thought maybe I might have been accidentally riding the brakes and they were getting hot. I wasn't sure. I knew something was off. During a caution, my friend Cody, who had been helping me earlier in 2020, he's one of the 2 people I told you that helped me get the car running and all that. He pulls me up there and says, "Hey, your wheel bearing, it's done. It's shot." So I pulled an infield and we didn't finish the feature. Not a big deal. I mean, it's wheel bearing. It is what it is. No sense of, wrecking the car for running at the back anyways. And I knew as long as I could pull it in the infield, have no damage, and all I'd have to do is cosmetic work and wheel bearing, it'd be just as fast. So I decided, go in the infield, it is what it is. I'm sitting there thinking, everything I'm going to do over the winter time, really excited for 2021, because I mean, I'm finishing the year off one of the top fastest cars there, So that's pretty much a wrap for the 2020 season. So